It's story time. It's story time. Come on, gather around because it's story time. Welcome to the story time. With me, we're gonna read books. We're gonna have some laughs. We're gonna smile today. We're gonna have a lot of laughs because it's story time with Nina. Story time with Nina. Story time with Nina. Story time with me.
Oh, story time with me. Story time. Oh, hello and welcome. Look at the purple hair and the pink wall and me reading stories to you. Hello, welcome to another very special story time with Nina. My name is Nina. Oh, what's yours? Slow down. It's so nice to have everyone here today. It's good to see each and every one of you. I am so excited to share new stories as we go into the springtime, soon to be summer months. And we let our hair down and we have some fun and we remember always the wonderful lessons that we learn here at Storytime. Now today we are going into a book that is quite interesting because it is one that is going to challenge you when you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like the word would be spelled that way. We sing our drag alphabet every episode, and this is a reason why we have done the drag alphabet. There's A, it's for absolutely. B, it's for busted. C is for clog that bug, and D is for divine. Each letter has a sound, right? When we say it, A, A, B, B, B. But sometimes when we put letters together, a letter will become silent and it takes on the meaning of the letter right next to it. We're going to learn all about that in this really fun, goofy, silly, puntastic, outrageous book called P is for Pterodactyl. Wait a minute! P is for pterodactyl. But Nina, pterodactyl sounds like pterodactyl sounds like a T. It does, but it's spelled with a P. This is the worst alphabet book ever. That is what it is called. The worst alphabet book ever. And it's by Raj Haldar and Chris Carpenter with pictures by Maria Tina Bedia. And this is P is for pterodactyl. So get ready for a lesson. And to be ready, I think you need a snack and a sippy because this is going to be an interesting ride. I can't wait to share it with you as we read P is for Pterodactyl. Let's have some fun, open this good book, and go on what will be quite an adventure. Now, it will be very familiar to you. We're going to go in alphabetical order. A, B, C. Yeah, we got that. But we're going to get confused here very quickly. Let's do P is for Pterodactyl. Here we go. So, did you know that there are some really wacky words that start with a silent letter? Most of the time, you can just ignore those pesky first letter and the sound out the rest of the word. But whoa, be careful. There are other words in this book that do not follow those rules. Look at the back of the book for help with some of the most mischievous words. So, parents and caregivers, this is a great opportunity to go to the bookstore or the library and take out this book and read up on the words that are in the back of the glossary as we celebrate T is for Pterodactyl. So let's start with A, shall we? A is for idle. The bread aisle has not been cleaned in eons, and 9 tiny beasts meet to have a feast. Look at how everything is spelled there. Look at those really goofy, like one-eyed beasts trying to clean up, making a mess of that aisle. Aisle is spelled with a silent A. 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 B is for Delium. What? B-D-E-L-L-I-U-M? Delium. We doubt anyone knows what Delium is, but it's the only word dumb enough to begin with a silent B. Huh. How about C? C is for Czar. Wait a minute. Shh. The fascinating Czar, a secretly part Czech. Wait, whoa, if you look at that line, it says Czech, and Czech is spelled with CZ. What? I don't understand the alphabet. This is crazy. C is for Czar. Huh, how about D? D is for Djibouti. That's the J sound with the J following the D. G is for Djibouti. The boat race begins when the handsome judge from Djibouti drops his handkerchief from the bridge. Look at all the kids getting ready to start their sailing race as the judge from Djibouti drops the handkerchief. This is so much fun to read. How about E? E is for you. Wait a minute. E is for you. The U as in an animal, like a sheep. You. E-W-E. E is for you. Eileen the ewe was so euphoric the wolves were eaten. She even gave the eulogy. Even eulogy is spelled E-U-L-O-G-Y. This book is crazy. And look, you can see Eileen the ewe at the funeral for all the wolves who were eaten. Boo hoo. Do you see a cameo in the back of the funeral? It's Little Red Riding Hood. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Wow. How about F? F is not for photo, phlegm, phooey, or phone. Those are all words that sound like they begin with F, but they start with a P-H. Photo, phlegm, phooey, phone. F is only for photo when you speak fluent Spanish at home. Photo. In Espanol, it's spelled F-O-T-O. But in English, photo is spelled with a P-H. How about G? G is for gnocchi. Wait a minute, Nina. You're saying that sounds like it starts with an N, but it starts with a G. Correct. It's gnocchi. G is for gnocchi. The gnome yells, "Waiter! There's a bright white gnat nibbling on my gnocchi." Well, let's point out all the words that are different here. Gnome, you spell a gnome, and you can see the gnome in the picture. Gnome is G-N-O-M-E. And you see the giant white gnat, that's G-N-A-T, gnat. And you see gnocchi is spelled G-N-O-C-C-I-H-I. What? How about H? H is for air. Whoa. The honest air admits that herbalism isn't his cup of tea. So, H for air, and air, H-E-I-R, as someone who's someone who will be awarded something, not as an air that we breathe, A-I-R. Oh, so much in this book to learn. How about I? I is not for I. No, it is not. I is not for I. We asked the pirate if he has two eyes, and he said, I. See? And it's spelled A-Y-E, A-Y-E. This is a book of spelling chaos, and I'm obsessed. How about J? Ooh, J is Crazy Town. Okay, J is Crazy Town. Here we go. J is for Highlight. Highlight. Juanita and Bjorn happily played Highlight before eating fajitas in Juarez. Okay, now friends, Juanita is a name that is spelled with J-U. It has the Juanita, it has the wa sound. Bjorn is spelled B-J, and it has a B-Y, Bjorn, B-Y sound. And Highlight is H-A-I-A-L-A-I, Highlight. You'd think it'd be spelled differently. And then they eat fajitas. The J in fajita is silent, and it sounds like an H. And then they're in Juarez, and that sounds like it begins with a different letter and begins with a J. It's craziness. This is a crazy book. How about K? K is for knight. And now a knight is a knight in shining armor. The noble knight knife nicked the knave's knee. Say that 5 times fast. The noble knight's knight nicked the knave's knee. 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 And you can see all the spelling differences here in this book. Night is K-N-I-G-H-T, as compared to when you sleep at night, N-I-G-H-T. How about L? L is not for L, E-L-L-E. No, an elephant named L, E-L-L-E, rode the L train halfway to El Paso and dined on Hearts of Palm with her folks. Whoa! L is not for LLE or El Paso or the L train. This is craziness. How about M? M is for mnemonic. Now, mnemonic means it's a device to memorize things. It's a mnemonic device. So you see on the chalkboard, the Great Lakes. To remember the Great Lakes, you spell the word homes, or Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior. But now Mr. M can't remember why. It's a mnemonic device. And mnemonic sounds like it would begin with M, N, but it begins with the letter N. Speaking of N is not for not. Look at this. You can see this really fun illustration. They're kids Halloween playing pranks. And it's the N does not stand for K-N-O-T. That's a knot that you tie. And look at this list. You can be naughty or nice. N is for naughty children who will sing a solemn hymn when autumns come to an end. And look at those fun kids. Now, how about O? O is for Ouija. It's a Ouija board. Look at that cat wearing that really funny beret and those glasses and that little tiny witch. And the kids playing with the Ouija board trying to figure out if there's ghosts nearby. The French leopard says, "Oui, we'd love to play Ouija with the wee witch from Oaxaca." That, my friends, is a tough one to say. And if you look at all these words, look at all those funny words, and all of those words are spelled differently than the way that they're said. Isn't language awesome? Language is so cool and crazy. It has so many different rules, and I love learning about it. And look at our friend P. P is for pterodactyl. The psychic pterodactyl struggles with psoriasis. All those words that begin with P, that this pterodactyl is in fact begins with P. Yes. Q is quinoa. Wait a minute. I bet maybe you've had quinoa at home. We can enjoy quinoa and quiche by the K's of Qatar. Oh! Q is a crazy letter and I love her. Q, you are getting me together. How about R? R is not for R, A-R-E, like we are friends. No, in England, the Queen proclaims, we aren't saying the R's in butterfly, shark, or lizard. 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 Shark. Wait, we aren't. The Queen says, we aren't saying the R's in butterfly, shark, lizard. How about S? S is for the seas. Cece swam through the debris in the seas to see the imaginary Isle of New Arkansas. Now, C, not the letter C, but C, not the letter C, but C, all these wonderful tricks and treats. The name Cece is spelled C-E-E-C-E-E, swam through the debris. It sounds like it would just spell with no S, but there's a secret silent S at the end of that word. And Arkansas has a secret silent S too. It's so much fun in all the English language with double meanings and rules. How about T? T is for tsunami. The charging tsunami washed all of Tchaikovsky's tchotchkes. And look, here's Tchaikovsky, a very famous composer, playing the piano with the tsunami coming. But look at all these tchotchkes, all of Tchaikovsky's collectibles, his small little effects and personal items. Loves them. Well, guess what? U. U, the letter, is not for Y-O-U. You could never have guessed that the wolf was disguised as the U. Oh no, look at that. Remember we were at the wolf funeral earlier? And the wolf is disguised as the U, and he's got, I'm going to go eat all of those U's. How about V is for 5? How romantic. How romantic. See, V is the Roman numeral for the number 5. And 1, 2, 3, these are all Roman numerals. Roman numeral number 1, Roman numeral for 2, the Roman numerals for 3, Roman numerals for 4. It's 1 before 5, and then 5. 5. V, 5. But V is for 5. Isn't language funny? And symbols. And W is for wren. A wren is a type of bird. The wren wrapped the rabbit's gift in red, but forgot to write a note. And look, the wren said, "Whoa!" And you see the exclamation point above the wren's head. Yeah, you forgot to write a note. And you can see all the party, and the wren with the gift in red, but forgot to write a note for the rabbit's gift. Rabbit, wren, just all sounds like the same letter, but it's not. How about X? X is for xylophone. Xavier's extra arm made him an exceptional xylophone player. Yes, it did. And look at Xavier going crazy on the xylophone. Xylophone is a musical instrument, begins with an X. Xavier, another name that sounds like it begins with Z, but begins with X. This is crazy. Y, the letter, is not for Y, the word, W-H-Y. But Yves, who's wearing yellow shorts, yells, "Why is the Eiffel Tower upside down?" Look at that. Why is it? Because you're standing on your head. Look at that. There, it's right side up. Amazing. And our final letter of our T for Pterodactyl book today, in our lesson of learning the magic and mystery of the alphabet, is Z. Z is for Shivago. Shivago. Were you saying ZH sounds like S, Nina? I sure am. Good night, Shivago the zebra. I enjoyed our rendezvous. Z, 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 Z. And you can see rendezvous is spelled with a secret S. Z-voo-voos. Wow. I tell you what, this is a tricky, tricky thing, the English language, isn't it? With so many crazy letters and words. I'm so glad I got to share P for Pterodactyl today with you. This is the worst alphabet book ever. Oh boy, is it sure a tongue twister. Thank you for joining me and having so much fun at this very special story time with Nina. Parents and caregivers, there's an awesome glossary in the back of this book to help you navigate all the fun with these incredible words. Until the next time, have an incredible day. Crack open a book, go on an adventure, and remember to be kind. I'll see you next time!
You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Now sing this to someone you love, someone you think is very special. You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Anytime you're feeling sad and blue, remember you're special, 'cause there's only one you. You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Thank you for singing with me, and always remember just how special you really are. Go big, be kind, be you. Go big, be kind, be you. La 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 la. 'Cause drag is magic, drag is for you, and drag is for me. Drag is for everyone, drag is cool, drag is fun.